If you're a performer trying to fit into society's norms, the reason why you can't is because you're not meant to. Let's be honest, as a young adult in general, it feels pretty impossible to fit into society's standards, but as a performer or a creative, it's really hard. And I think as a performer, it's always going to be harder to fit into the normal 9 to 5 stereotype because that's not what creatives do and that's not what the jobs that we offer have. Just because our work doesn't look like everybody else's doesn't mean that you can't be financially secure and make a good living off it. And if your life doesn't look normal, that's okay, because it doesn't have to be normal, and it isn't normal, and you're doing something completely different. And not to mention, if people, parents, family, friends don't understand that, that's okay too, because that's not the path they're on, that's not the life that they're living, but we have to inspire ourselves. And if we are creative people, being in that normal sector is going to suck the life out of us. And I think one of the biggest things that you have to remember in this situation is that your happiness is everything. If being creative brings you happiness, you need a creative life. You can't just push it down forever to try and achieve this goal that really doesn't exist. But this is a big reminder to any performer that the only life that you should be looking at is the people that you aspire to be. So if you want to be a performer and if you want to be a creative, you need to start looking at people who are actually living that life. Because if you look at people who are in the normal society standard jobs, you're going to see something completely different to what you are right now. And that can be really anxiety inducing. It can be absolutely terrifying. And it can make you feel like you're less than, other people. The reality is that that's not the truth. You're just different. You work in a different way. You're creative. Life is just different and it looks different for you, and that's okay. But you can't let them tell you that you're wrong, because you're not. There's no wrong way to do it. So please aspire to be the people that you actually are interested in being, that, their lives interest you, and to look at from the outside in, you want that life. Don't try and copy somebody who is nothing that you want to be. And I think the one thing that we get told a lot as performers is that you'll start being successful as soon as you start thinking outside of the box and don't get trapped with everybody else's thoughts. But I think we all know how hard that is sometimes, to be original and to step out there and do something different. And you know what? That comes with a lot of opinions, and that's really hard. Feeling judgment from people, especially people close to you, is difficult. But my biggest piece of advice is that you don't get anywhere by staying in the box, and you don't get anywhere by listening to other people's opinions when they're not what you want. So please stop trying to be what normal is and start being what you are and who you are. I hope you all have a great day, and I'll see you all tomorrow.